So I want to introduce you to a concept called transparency. And now let's just say, now I don't want to use any of these ideas, but I want to show you that they're available. So I want to choose something that has a transparent background first of all, okay? And as you know, I play guitar. So I would like to use a guitar as part of my logo. I can change some of these words. Well, obviously I'm not Rowan Boysen, but I can change that, and I can probably get rid of the box here, right? So one thing you can do is you can actually search guitar and search this word PNG. PNG is a file type that is that allows transparency to exist. So, and I'll show you an example. For example, if I were to copy this image here, wait for it to load, right? Copy. It's a PNG file. Some of these might not work. So as you can see, the white part actually doesn't take over the entire image. It actually doesn't block other things. But if you were to actually get a guitar picture, okay, a guitar picture with background, what's gonna happen is that it may actually take over the other materials. So as you see, if I copy this image, come back here, as you see the white part blocking the other stuff, right? So this is actually a giant white box. That's the difference between a PNG file and also a regular JPEG file, okay? A PNG file doesn't actually block anything, the white part doesn't actually block anything, by the way, okay? But this white part blocks everything, okay? So that's especially good if you have a background. Oh, I don't want to animate, but anyways, if you have a background, if I click on a background, if I choose black, you see how good it is. The background actually, it's not blocked by anything else, right? Okay, but if I were to actually put the one with the white background here, you'll never be able to blend in. Now I can teach you guys how to get rid of the white in the future in another software, but you won't be able to do that on Canva. Okay, so I can actually put the guitar here. I can put Mr. Yang. Okay, and then I want to align everything. And when you move things, you can see these lines appearing, right? Okay, I can put here. Where's my thing? Okay, so I can change it to here. And as you see, it's not aligned properly, so I'm just gonna align it to the left. And I can put teacher, next line, classical guitarist. But I don't want it to be like that. So now notice that if you want to zoom in, you can just do Control or Apple or Command on your Apple computer, plus, okay, minus, like that, right? So Mr. Yang, I want to actually even out the spacing here. Now, but so it's okay for these same category of information to be closer and these information to be closer. It's okay, right? So if I were to want to add a line, what is a line, right? You can actually go to Elements, and then you add a shape. And this is actually the shape. Come on, Bubble, leave it. Okay, that's a really huge shape. Right, but if you manage this shape to smaller, it will become a division line. This is just a really fat, it was a fat rectangle. Right now it's a thinner rectangle, right? Okay, so like so. See? It was fat. Right now is less fat. Well, I want it longer. I can shrink it to size like that, right? Kind of don't like the brown, so I can actually do, and I can use my keyboard, right? the arrow key keyboard to move things up and down slightly as well, right? Okay, so I want to align everything to the right, to the left here. So this color, I want to change it to, I don't know, purple. And then the background, I don't like this background because it doesn't really suit the guitar. Let's see this. What about this color? A little bit sad. So you can try different colors, right? So, or you can actually try different color scheme, which I'm going to actually teach you in the next class. So, okay, cool. It's a little bit pinkish like this. So I want to do it like that. If I want to do the guitar straight up, I can just rotate the guitar like this, right? I kind of like the fact that this guitar kind of goes out of frame, right? A little bit cool. It's a bit cool like this. So I'm done. So now, if I want to actually save it as a picture, I just click download. And you can download as a PNG, right? Or you can download it as a PDF, right? So, and I think right now you can actually animate it as well. That's actually new. I actually haven't used it, but let's just say if I want to animate, let me see here, trying new things, right? Ooh, what the heck? Wow. Wow. Oh. Whoa. What the heck? Wow, that's really good. That's really good. I really like these. Okay, that I have to pay. That one I have to pay. But I'm really happy with these. Wow. That's like some YouTube quality, eh? Right? So that's pretty good. And you can save this as a video as well, right? So for your video production in the future, you can actually use it as an intro, outro, right? Wow. Any questions, guys? No?
For
the next 15 minutes, please play around with it. Share your screen if you want to. And yeah. So once again, to recap, PNG, import PNG pictures. So the background, it doesn't actually block other pictures. So the example of a background blocking picture is like this, okay? Which you don't want, okay? You don't want this guitar, okay? Very obstructive, okay? You don't want that, okay? So, and you don't have to follow this format. Now, if your box happens to block the guitar, that's because the position of the block is it's actually on top. See here, on top, blocking the guitar. So you can just click the guitar and click position and bring it forward on top, okay? Imagine a piece of paper on top of another piece of paper, right? So you can order the pieces of paper, okay? So I would align everything to the line. So you can actually see an invisible line here, right? Down the line on the left side of Mr. Yang here, right? Okay. Now, if I say, you know what, I like everything except that the teacher and the classical guitarist, that's a little bit too close together. I can actually click here. So I wasn't able to actually click it because this box was actually on top of the word. So I actually have to move the box to the bottom, okay, all the way at the bottom, okay? I don't really care. So this, you can actually click the 3 dots in here. Actually, no, my bad. Here, spacing. You can actually change the spacing between the 2 lines like this, okay? And also the spacing between each word, all right? Like so, to make it a little bit more appealing, all right? And then I can put Toronto, Ontario, okay, 647. Okay, that's not my phone number, so don't call me at that number. You're not gonna find me. Just saying. So I can put it here. Now, but here's the thing though. I don't like the space between the Toronto and the classical guitarist. That's really too far apart. But I also don't want to change the line space, because if I change the line space, it's going to change the space between teacher and class if we returns. So what you can do is you can actually go to, okay, the duplicate button is gone. So what I can do is I can click here, copy and paste, right? And so I have a separate box, right? And then I'm going to delete here, move them back to where it was, and then I keep the Toronto, Ontario in my second one, right? And I move the Toronto, Ontario here. Now I'm free to move it anywhere, anywhere I want. So I can have a little bit of space, not too much space, right? I can have total freedom to control it if I want it, okay? So and in fact, phone number and location is not that important. So I can actually make it a little bit smaller if I want to, right? A little bit smaller. And then I think the words are a little bit too far apart. So I can have the spacing a little bit less. Okay, like so, see? So my name is the most important, who I am, not so important, but so is also important. Phone number, that's only if you're interested in contacting me, okay? So there's something called hierarchy in terms of layout and composition, right? Hierarchy. So very important, not so important, kind of, and then kind of important in the middle, right? So there's a hierarchy. And then you can add different things like this, okay? Okay. But anyways, let's take a look at the animation with the new material, okay? And then we're gonna actually mention the word hierarchy more and more as we go, okay? Ooh, wow, I really like it. All right, guys, I'm gonna post the link to this work here. And how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna do share link, copy, and then I'm gonna go back to the XP page and show you this. Once you're done, please post a picture of your work, okay? Don't post PDF because it takes, you need to click it to open. If you reply with just picture, everyone can see it right away without clicking into it. Okay, guys? All right, you got 10 minutes to play with it.